Emotional Clinic, giving you advice and treatment to your emotional needs. In TV, a broader perspective.
Have you ever felt like you're not served before the person that you say you love? Have you ever felt intimidated by that person's success? That's insecurity. And today's focus will be on insecurity in relationship. Remember, Emotional Clinic is that segment that gives you treatment and advice to your emotional needs. And we have a guest today, husband and wife. The first one is Pastor Mrs. Aniebiet Unwana Mbede, a regular guest on the segment. Welcome, Pastor Mrs.
It's good to be home.
All right, and the husband is Pastor Unwana Mbede, the soul brother.
It's my pleasure.
Welcome to the program.
Thanks for
Thank you for having us.
All right, we are talking about insecurity in relationship. You're husband and wife, and I don't know if this, at any point in time, you felt insecure before each other. But before we get to that, let's understand what is insecurity in relationship. In relationship, I don't know who's going to start first.
Let Pastor start first. I'll just listen to what he says and I'll say.
Okay,
I'll confirm.
Pastor, the ball is in your court.
Well, insecurity to a layman, I think, is that inner feeling of being threatened, or your space is threatened in a relationship. That's the definition that
Your
I believe.
space.
Yes, is threatened, or the feeling of being threatened generally
Okay.
in relationship is insecurity.
I totally agree to that. You know, there's this adage that says action, not words. So when a person's words or confessions they're not in tandem with the person's actions, then there is a gap, a breach, a space for someone to start doubting or developing doubtful feelings about that relationship. For example, you tell somebody, "Oh, I love you, I really care about you," but when the person examines or your actions don't reflect love. Maybe the person feels betrayed or feels undermined or feels outrightly abused. So that person, as a human being, is going to feel threatened because, yes, we were talking about love at the beginning, but then it's not love that we are having. So there is insecurity at that.
Okay, can we dissect the causes of this insecurity?
Okay.
Causes of insecurity, there are quite a number of them. Sometimes we look at the present only, but sometimes it can emanate from the past. There are children who have experienced it firsthand in their homes. They've seen their mother, or their father cheat on their mother, and they grow up with that. Such a child with such image.
Okay.
Inside the child, the person already has that at the back of the person's mind. So the person.
So this one is transferred.
Yes. The person will feel insecure in the relationship that the child enters to in the future.
Okay.
But it's a product, of the past.
Okay.
So that's one of the ways people, others are also the present, the things that are happening. Like, what my wife just said. Some people may not be following their words or backing their actions or backing their words with the right actions. And when your words are not in tandem with your actions, doubt begins to set in. And when doubt sets in, that's insecurity. The person will feel insecure in that relationship.
Okay. There are people that they may not feel insecure before the spouse, but from the relationship outside, maybe people are attracted to your husband. I'm talking to you now. People are more attracted to your husband more than you. Maybe in the church, people tend to go to Papa. More than even the cases that you can handle, they go to Papa. How can you handle that without having issues with not just your husband, but also with others?
Okay, well, I feel that first we must establish the fact that people have a right to like who they want to like.
Okay.
People have a right to defer to who they want to defer to. if it's in a husband and wife situation, like maybe in a ministry situation, it's the office of the husband to redirect the traffic, to also make his wife relevant. Yes, relevant in the scheme of things. Not necessarily because maybe to make the woman feel, too big or whatever, but it's just to tell everybody, hey, look, this is my partner and we are in this together. But in a situation whereby the partner is just enjoying the attention, like, if be Panadol, if you be like Panadol, then just expect that maybe the other person, if it's someone that has a healthy self-esteem, will be able to, oh, come on, I'm about my own duties also, okay? Another thing is that other person finding his or her own circle of relevance and significance. You're in church, okay, you go to Papa, but man, if you come to my school and look for me, you'll come to Mama's office, okay? So find your own circle of relevance and do your own part without, anything that is done with strife does not bring glory to God and mostly does not edify humans.
Pastor Mbede, women attract so many people, attract so many traffic, and then if you're not strong as a man, if you're not grounded, you can be intimidated, especially when you have a beautiful wife like Mrs. Mbede. Thank you. And then people are always admiring her, and people always want to go to her to seek advice and all of that.
For me, any achievement that my wife, attains in life, the credit still goes to my humble self.
Because your name will be attached to it.
Of course. It becomes a professor tomorrow. I'm the husband to the professor.
Yeah.
And that means a lot. So I don't see it as a minus for me. I actually see it as a plus. I've never seen it as a minus. I've always seen it as a plus. Yes, you married a beautiful, a woman, people want to also go around her and all that. I find for my own side. Pardon me, I'm using pigeon. I find for my own side.
Yes,
so I also have people that are coming around me. So I have a very healthy self-esteem.
Yeah.
Very, very healthy.
All right, we'll go on a short break. When we return, we'll take some questions.
Emotional Clinic, giving you advice and treatments to your emotional needs. In TV, a broader perspective.
All right, so welcome back. We are still talking about insecurity in relationship. Before we went on that short break, we looked at insecurity, the causes of insecurity, and how you can stay secured in your relationship. And right now we want to take some questions. The first question is, I cheated on my ex and we broke up. He has become so rich now, but had an accident recently and lost his memory. He saw me again and toasted me and wants me in his life. Should I accept him back?
Okay, accept him back. Accept him back until the day that memory comes back. Then you will know, and your presence will bring the memory back very quickly. So that's for me. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. Accept him back. She is the only person on earth.
Well, that's a very straightforward answer. I would say it's a complex situation, but it also depends. You cheated on the person, and have you repented of such ways? Are you the same person that was then, or you are another person right now? If you are still the same person that you were, you have not changed, nothing has changed about you, you're still operating with that same philosophy, then there's no point going back to that person. That it's you're selfish, it seems to be you're selfish, and you are not right for that person. Let me use that, you're not right for that person. If justice is anything to go by.
Another question here, my fiance donated his kidney to me when I was sick. Now I no longer love her. What should I do?
Okay, give the kidney back to the owner. and go your way. What are we talking about? My kidney and you're no longer in love. Return my kidney and go your way. Which kidney will you? So where are you going to with the kidney? You have to stay here. Who is kidney. Does it sound like a biscuit? Kidney. They never have. Return the kidney and go. Then you cannot love me. Then you cannot have my kidney.
I think people don't really understand what love is. So when they say they've run out of love, they're talking about feelings. And love is not a feeling. Love is a decision that is unconditional. And so if we are talking about love here, that's the kind of person you should actually love. What the person has run out of is feelings.
So
we're looking for
no more feelings.
Yeah.
And don't you think there's still part of the feeling in that person? Because the kidney.
If he's not feeling my kidney again, return my kidney. Now he's with the kidney. Do you know that is like giving somebody your life? At the risk of...
Yes.
So
for
one
him
person
to take,
deserves your love and everything forever.
But what will make you come up with such a decision?
Being selfish.
I don't love this person again.
See, we think about ourselves
yes.
90% of the time first in every relationship. If we could just learn, to think about what the other person, if he or she has thought about the other person, what about the person that gave me kidney? Even if it's not kidney and it's something else, as valuable as time, as valuable as comradeship, encouragement and all of that, we should think also about other people.
Okay, back to the topic of our discussion today, insecurity in marriage. What's your advice? We are wrapping up the segment. How can someone stay? How can someone handle insecurity? How can you stay and be secure in your relationship?
Be open, very, very open. Try as much as possible to avoid secrecy in your relationship. Number 2, reassuring words. You must try to always reassure your partner. I love you, I'm happy to be with you, you're the best thing that's happened to my life since ice cream came. Whatever you can say to pump, that person up. So reassure the person. There has to always be openness. Then talk about the aspects of insecurity. We must learn how to talk. So don't just hide it or keep it, or talk about it. When you communicate, you ventilate your soul. So it's important. So that tripod, I think, will help.
Okay. All right.
Well, carry your partner along. That's what I would advise. Carry your partner along. Lot left his wife behind and she turned into something else. If you leave your partner behind, you may not like what you will turn around to see. By the time you've achieved and then you turn around and see your wife in wrapper, you may not like it. So carry your partner. Carry your partner, be it your wife or your husband. Help academically, make sure that people are matching on together, emotionally
matching on to greatness.
Yes, make sure that your hearts are they're beating towards the same kind of things. Mama said, from time to time reassure, not just in words but in actions, because sometimes some people say a lot of things, lovely things, you're the only, but then you're not the only. You see say calling up and down and he's not taking the call, and whenever he sits down with you put his phone in flight mode. Uncle, remove the phone in flight mode. You're not a pilot. Allow your wife access, allow your husband access. Be friends. Break this relationship so that, because the children are watching, they are seeing, and from those children we are breeding another community, another society, a generation is coming after us. So I believe that with these things in place, we'll be able to have emotionally secure relationships, and then it will turn out for the betterment of society.
Thank you so much for always being part of this program, for always creating time, irrespective of the short notice you receive. You always create time to be with us, to share your ideas with the public on how to build a formidable marriage and a formidable relationship. Thank you so much. We appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Then to you, you've heard it all from Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Aniebiet Unwana Mbede. We talked about insecurity in your marriage. And from the words of Mrs. Mbede, she said, carry your wife along, else you will not like what you'll turn back to see. Remember Lot's wife. Even if we don't say anything, but remember Lot's wife. That summarizes everything that we've said today. And from Pastor Mbede, be open. Try as much as possible not to hide. This is how far we can go on the segment on emotional clinic. And I believe we've been able to meet, if not all, one of your needs in your relationship. We'll come your way again Next time, same station, bringing you another advice and treatment to your emotional needs. My name is still Blessing Ambrose.
Beam TV, a broader perspective.